Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another Zagard-tastic stream. It is I, your friend, the one, the only, Z-A, single guard, Zagard. Welcome back to the Dragon's Den, and I am joined with the man who can eat an entire box of Cheez-Its in an hour, the man who's too dangerous to be kept alive, Andrew, the Mythology Guy.
That's what you were so excited to say. This freaking leading up to this, he was like, I've got a new intro for you. I've got a new intro for you. I was like, what the fuck is the new intro? And that's what it was.
Yeah.
You didn't even say it fluidly. You fucking fumbled it.
It was too funny. The man who's too
All that shit for Cheez-Its. Not everyone is even gonna get that reference.
Well, now they'll get it. The man who's too dangerous to be kept alive.
Oh my god.
You should put that on your tombstone.
Andrew Saran, he was too dangerous to be kept alive, so he wasn't. That's why he's dead now.
All right, but in all reality, we are here to talk about episode 6 of WandaVision.
Yeah, I got like 3 left now, I think. Right?
Yeah, 3. That is from what
3 at least.
Yeah, at least 3. I don't think they're gonna add any more because they're done filming.
Yeah, all right.
And they want to get into the next.
I think
one.
9 is a good place to stop anyway. Like, I want to know what the hell's going on.
Yeah, I want to know what the hell. I learned the only thing we learned from this episode is that. Well, spoilers. It's in the titles, but I'm gonna say it anyways.
Yeah, well, we're gonna spoil it. Deal with it. We're 6 episodes in.
Yeah, like,
there's no way we're not gonna
spoilers. We're not gonna tiptoe around.
So the actors came in, and then credits happened.
Yeah, that's all we could talk about. But actually, in reality, this is. I'll put that on the side so they don't see a brand.
Yeah, don't compromise.
I can't be one with the main. Oh wait, we're not in the 80s
You
anymore.
can't do a brand, but you've got WandaVision.
But this episode was very 90.
Oh yeah, like on purpose. Very extremely 90s. Like everything from the camera shots to the tone to the way characters talk.
The ad.
To, like one of the kids. Yeah, the ad. Oh, that was probably my favorite part of the episode.
That was pretty good.
Yeah, and we were 90s kids, so like this was very.
What was the reference, by the way, in that one?
I don't know.
Snap?
They said like magic for you is for survivors. I think they were trying to say something about how she's using her magic to keep Vision alive or something.
Yeah, maybe that would make sense.
Yeah, it's possible, but that was the only one where like the reference is like
wasn't
what the
right
hell
in your
was
face.
it? Like the only other one that might be a little hard is the previous one, but you knew it was the name of the town, so like,
yeah, it was the name.
Yeah, but like I didn't pick that up just because I didn't remember that.
The other thing in that was because Logos, and then it's. When you need to clean up a mess, and, she made that mistake when she killed all the people in Logos, cleaning up that mess.
You know what actually... Yeah, like, exactly. You know what might be going on? You notice the shark gave... So there's a commercial in this, which is claymation, which I love.
Yeah,
I love claymation so much. I
thing.
used to make claymation when I was a little kid. Mm-hmm. I used to make little videos. And yeah, claymation is very 90s. Mm-hmm. And so, like, this kid's sitting on an island, like, by himself, and this shark comes up, and he's all extreme.
He's got
because the
sunglasses
90s were so extreme. Why does a shark need a surfboard?
The same reason you need sunglasses, to be cool.
To be extreme. Parents just don't get it, man.
Yeah, man.
So he comes in and he pulls out his Danimals Go-Gurt Lunchables knockoff.
Whatever it is. Just a can of a tube.
Like, this is magic for you, it's for survivors or something. And then he gives it to the kid. But here's the thing, the kid can't open it.
Yeah.
And then the kid starts slowly dying.
And then he's just a skeleton. And then the ad just said, "Hi, Crimson Arbor." It was so creepy.
You know what I think? So here's something, I just thought of this. What if it's like, this is a metaphor for Wanda using magic to help the people around her, but it's actually slowly killing them. Like,
that makes sense.
It's actually it's like presented as, hey, this will help, but it's doing the exact opposite.
Yeah,
I think that's the idea. Yeah, welcome, Crimson Arbiter. Good to see you here. Mm-hmm. So that's my theory for now. Like,
yeah, that actually makes sense. I haven't thought. I can't think of anything else. The only other thing is that she's keeping Vision alive.
Yeah,
but it's hurting everybody else.
Yeah.
It's that was a creepy ad. That was
creepy as shit. That was creepier than anything that's happened on this show.
Yeah, it really was. Like, everything else is disturbing, but that was just
what would you say was the scariest part? The claymation advertisement.
The ad in episode 6. What? The ad in episode... You'll understand.
God, I want to make more claymation movies. I miss doing that. I gotta go back to Zeum and do some more of that shit.
Yeah, those were fun to do. Too bad I don't think it's open.
It's definitely not open right now,
Yeah.
I can tell you that.
Meta Canyon level creepy. Yes. Meta Canyon level creepy.
I think you said Meat Canyon.
Oh, Meat Canyon. Yes, sorry.
Yeah. A Meat Canyon sounds like something Carl from Llamas with Hats would invest in.
Just a canyon.
I'm preparing my Meat Canyon.
Carl,
why are you throwing the orphans into the Meat Canyon?
Well, the meat dragon just wasn't enough.
Yeah, well, the meat dragon's got to eat something.
Yeah. But back to WandaVision, completely different IPs.
Yeah, so anyway, very, very 90s, very similar to 90s Disney Channel and 90s Teen Nick or Nickelodeon. Is it Teen Nick or Nickelodeon that had Ned's Declassified?
I think that was regular Nickelodeon?
Yeah, it's probably regular Nickelodeon.
That's supposed to be a middle school, not high school.
Yeah, they sometimes have middle school shows on Teen Nick.
Yeah, it was
like iCarly.
It was kind of like a mix
that
of
originally a middle school show.
No, I think they're freshmen. I don't know. They never say, and they go to the same school the entire show. So I'm assuming they're in high school.
Voss.
Clarence, thank you for subscribing for 25 months.
Whoa, that's a lot of months.
Yeah.
That's 2 years in a month.
25 months straight in a row. Thank you, Clarence.
Awesome.
The intro was very Malcolm in the Middle meets the Lizzie McGuire show meets what's the other show I was thinking? I can't remember.
Like Malcolm Malcolm in the Middle, Lizzie McGuire, Ned's Declassified,
Zoe
Life
101.
with Derek. I don't want to say Zoe 101 just because that's more of a campus show as opposed to this is a more homey show.
That's true, but they all had the same style.
Yeah, similar style. Yeah, I'm just saying I didn't get a Zoe 101 feel.
Yeah, that's true. I agree.
But you're right. It did come out around that time and has similar camera style
and the same pop music.
Yeah, exactly. And the credit music, as you pointed out, is the music from
Scary Godmother.
Yeah,
it's literally it's either the exact same or very close to the exact same music in this really weird.
He looked it up afterwards. It was so similar.
Yeah,
so
my brain, when I heard that, my brain was
like,
I know that song, and I had to figure out what song it was. And we looked it up, and then I played the music. I just wanted to compare it, and they were like so almost the exact same. And I was like, man, I can't believe Disney is referencing one of their most interesting animated movies about Halloween.
Yeah, there's been so much 80s nostalgia lately, and we weren't born in the 80s, so I think 80s nostalgia is really cool.
Yeah.
But I don't resonate with it.
Yeah.
I love it, but it doesn't have that feeling for me because I wasn't there. I was there in the 90s, and I felt like for the first time I had that feeling.
Yeah, that feeling
I feel like I'm a kid again. I feel like, it just reminds me so much of watching live TV when I was younger.
Out of all the episodes, this is the episode where I liked the sitcom element of the most because, again, I recognized these tropes. I was like, oh yeah, this is very much how this was, especially since the sitcom was fourth wall breaking the whole episode with Pietro.
Yeah,
he's literally like, me, I'm just a brother who's supposed to be gone away, who's supposed to show up randomly out of the blue to cause you grief. And she's like, what?
Evan Peters. Evan, that wasn't in the script. Shut up, I'm sick of your mystery.
I'm just gonna break it down now. Yes, no, maybe, I don't know. Can you repeat the question?
I'm not sure which question you mean.
Yeah, we've just kind of zipped through.
Yeah, sorry. We're trying to kind of power through, but yeah.
He is just the step bro, Keikona. Not Keikona. That means like southern relationship thing.
Okay. Yeah.
All right.
Just a little throat thing. But yeah, they wear their comic book costumes in this. Scarlet Witch, Vision, and we were waiting for it. Yeah, Quicksilver puts on his Quicksilver outfit and even gets his hair up in the most ridiculous. It's even more exaggerated than the comic, honestly.
Yeah, well, because it's real hair. The comics, they can kind of make it look.
It looks like freaking like the tail things you would put on like a sports car.
And remember, I told you it reminded me of Ace Ventura.
Yes, he looked like Ace Ventura. He was talking and moving like Ace Ventura. Like once he said it, I couldn't unsee it. It was so Ace Ventura,
and it was perfect for a sitcom.
It was, honestly. It makes me want to see an Ace Ventura sitcom.
Or just this Quicksilver.
Yeah, like the Maximov.
This makes me want this actual show to be a sitcom even more.
Yeah.
Because I would watch the shit out of that.
So, by the way, this episode only further hammers in that they should wear those outfits in the movies. All the time.
I disagree.
No, all the time. How dare you disrespect how perfect those outfits are. Especially Vision with that thing coming off.
It literally starts coming off.
Elizabeth Olsen wears the hell out of that outfit.
Oh, yeah.
She looks great in it. And it makes me all the more want them to just, like, update it. Like, because here's the thing. Vision's movie outfit it does feel like an updated version of his comic outfit in some ways.
Well, to me, Wanda's always did too, because it is a red jacket and it's supposed to kind of be like
I want
long.
the crown though.
They're not going to do the crown.
I want the crown. It didn't look that bad, the crown by itself in the show.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like there's something you can do.
I don't think it really fits the character though, because she's not very, like, in that she's more, in the comic she's more like, I am a witch, and this she's just more, I have powers.
Come up with an excuse. Come up with, like, at the end of this, like, everyone was right and Mephisto's in the show, and Mephisto has a crown of sorcery, and she defeats him and she takes it and she puts it on, and that's why she wears the crown.
That would be an interesting reason for her to suddenly have a crown head thing.
Or, like, say it's like a family heirloom. I don't know. Do something. I like the crown. I'm a comic nerd. I like these things.
I like these things in certain contexts. But just with this specific version of her, I don't think it fits. That's the only reason.
Yeah.
But yeah, we have Pietro here, and he apparently does have his speed, but then he keeps talking, like, even she doesn't think he's her brother. Like, there's that part where she's like, you remember when, these are almost as bad as the costumes Maud made us wear when whatever, and there's the fish.
He's probably bringing up her, I don't know if those are her actual repressed memories, or if, because here's the thing, I think the Pietro, this Evan Peters Pietro in this show, like, I think he's evil. I think he's either a minion of, like, whoever's doing this, because... Like, yeah, she said she didn't summon him. Like, in the last episode when the doorbell rang, she says, I didn't do that, I swear. And it was when things were starting to get tense between them. So I think whatever else is causing this was like, oh, we gotta do something. Send in this Pietro. Or it's the whoever it is themselves in this form. And, yeah, like we were saying a little during the show with his attitude and how suspicious he is... I wouldn't be overly surprised if this is Mephisto.
Yeah, well, that's the theory I've been hearing a lot in the last week. Like, maybe Pietro's Mephisto disguising himself, and everybody was saying things like, well, why wouldn't he just show up as, you know, the Aaron Taylor Johnson Pietro?
Yeah,
why would he be the Evan?
So, like, I told you I had some thoughts on that, like, at the end of this. I think this Evan Peters one is Mephisto, and I think... Sorry. I think that in order to, like, she's gonna get to a really low place or something, and, like... They're probably going to do some in-your-mind shit where, like, Evan Peters is, like, fighting with her when she finds out who he really is. And then she's going to summon her actual brother, like, some specter of him or something.
That would
And he's going to protect her or something. Like, it'll be really symbolic or some shit.
Maybe. I don't know if they'll go that way, because it sounds a little too Harry Potter for me.
Yeah, a little.
You know, but I'm not saying it doesn't work.
I think they're going to do something along that line. Like, maybe not exactly
maybe like a
that.
Memory of him.
Yeah, like a memory of him, or she'll conjure him in some way, or she'll literally summon him, but he can only live in the bubble, just like Vision.
Yeah.
And, like, you know, and he'll, like, either talk to her, or he'll protect her, or he'll help her in some way. Because... like I don't know. I want to see it. Like I want to see Aaron Taylor Johnson come back just in some way. Like I don't need him to come back permanently because I know they don't want death to feel like it has no meaning, even though they brought back
even though it really doesn't have meaning.
This is Marvel.
This
we're
is
talking
Marvel,
about.
as I've heard it described, the Marvel fake death universe.
Oh my god!
I mean, how many times has Loki died? Like 4?
Yeah, you know,
and he had his own TV
Nick
show.
Fury's not really dead, and like after Winter Soldier, you know, and all of that shit. Loki has died for the 4th time. Let's give him his own show.
They literally said no more resurrections this time, and then hey, we're making a Loki TV show, everybody.
Oh god. Anyway, yeah. So
and clearly she doesn't like this version of Pietro herself.
yeah, she ends up just saying like I'm done with your shit and blasts him like
him out
away.
of the way.
Like.
And then, of course, right after that, she does something pretty terrifying, but we'll get to that near the end, because it was the end.
Vision's outfit looks like a Mexican wrestler. They even
make that.
Yeah, they himself.
I know you have a thing for Mexican wrestlers.
Yeah. But Vision has had enough, honestly. Wanda versus Mephisto. Wanda uses necromancy. It's super effective. She kind of is. Yeah.
She is using...
She's a necromancer.
Interesting, but I don't...
we all know that Wanda can easily beat Mephisto by just saying, no more Mephisto.
Yeah,
in the comics, she just says, no more mutants, and they're gone. Oh, wait, I know who Evan Peters is. He's Jason Todd.
Oh my god.
He's Jason Todd.
Everybody is Jason Todd. Everyone is Jason. Joker is Jason
Agnes
Todd.
is Jason Todd.
Vision is Jason Todd.
Yeah.
The director is Jason Todd.
Exactly.
The Infinity Stones
Hayward is Jason Todd.
Just the Infinity Stones, not their power.
Because DC does that shit all the
anytime
goddamn time. It's always Jason Todd.
Like, who could this villain be? Please don't be Jason Todd. We promise it's not Jason Todd. Oh, thank God.
It's always Jason
Todd. God damn it.
Jason Todd. I wouldn't be surprised if in the Snyder cut it turns out it's actually Jason Todd attacking the Earth instead of Darkseid.
That would... Yeah, I wouldn't... Well, I don't...
Okay, I would be surprised, but my God.
Yeah, that would be...
Okay, anyway, what point were we on? Oh yeah, Vision's done with what's going on.
He's like, I'm set.
He's had enough. He goes out further from the town.
And the further he gets, the creepier
it gets really creepy. Like, people are either just frozen in place. It starts with repeating action.
Yeah, like one person just keeps repeating to put the same thing up, and then the guy in the background is picking up and putting down.
It really reminds me of that Rick and Morty episode where they're in the fake reality, and it's like they get to parts where not all the assets are finished. Yeah, so that's why I'm thinking, like, if you get too far from Wanda, or like you said, whatever other force is controlling this, like there's just less effort put into it.
Yeah,
like,
so it just kind of goes on repeat.
I think Wanda is like the zone.
Yeah, she's in like 90%.
Whether she's controlling it or not, she's the zone where it's most focused.
I say at the very least, she is like 75 to 90% in control.
Because it's got to be Wanda, because Vision went there, and it's not like stuff isn't adjusting to him where he goes.
Yeah.
So
it's not. Well, we know it's not Vision for sure.
Yeah.
It's
like,
hey, Devin Puff, 'tis I, the dumbest of dumb puffs.
Well, it's cool to have you here, man. It's cool. So yeah. Fuck, what was I gonna say?
About the zone and Vision.
Yeah, so he goes out, and there's less and less effort put into the illusion, because like people are just literally like not even finishing what they're doing, and you can see like you pointed out.
Yeah, there was a tear.
Yeah, this woman's crying. It's very Get Out.
Yeah, with the single tear, single man tear.
Yeah. Can we get a tear to symbolize what's going on? It works, though.
It worked. It was very symbolic.
And he gets so far out, people literally are just not moving.
Yeah, they're just standing there like...
just frozen in place. It's like, assets that are not in use. And then he sees right by the exit, there's Agnes in her car. I don't know if she tried to escape or what was going on there. Or if she just drove too far away. What's weird is she's frozen, but when he starts talking to her, she talks back. Actually... I'm a little suspicious on that, because, he tried to talk to other people. They didn't talk back. She was the only one who talked back. Agnes, there's something going on with Agnes.
That might also just be because out of everybody in the town, Wanda gives Agnes the most lines.
That's a good point. Agnes does have more of a role than other people, so it's possible that, she's more... She's an AI with more codes. So
what I'm thinking is, it's either, you're right, there is something more with her, but but that's been pushed more down because the more we see of her, the less control it seems like she has. So what I'm thinking is just that Wanda has given her so much autonomy in the show that even when others don't have it, she has like a little bit.
It's possible that Agnes is like... Here's the thing. My earlier theory was that Agnes is directly working for whoever else is doing this. Here's the thing. That could still be going on, but she could be doing it not willingly. She could be as much a victim as everyone else, but she has more of a role to play than everyone else.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That's a possibility I'm kind of thinking here. Because, yeah, she's, like, Vision does his whole Vulcan mind meld on her, just like he did with, I already forgot his name.
Norm.
Norm, yeah. Hey, is his name Norm because he's living a normal life?
It probably actually is.
This is nothing out of the norm here.
Are you in a sitcom now?
Shut up. I'm shocked they didn't make that joke. But yeah, so he Vulcan mind melds Agnes, and she becomes lucid, and she recognizes him. You're Vision, you're an Avenger. Are you here to help us? He says, I do want to help, but what's an Avenger?
And she's like,
goes,
how do you not know?
How do you not know? Am I dead? Why would you think you're dead? Because you are.
Yeah, the scene we saw from the trailer.
And then she starts just kind of being a little bit of a dick about it. You're dead! Dead! But it's possible she's having some mind problems, because then she starts kind of unintentionally laughing and stuff.
Yeah, I think she's just freaking out.
Kind of creepy. And she's like, Wanda won't let me leave. She won't even let me think about leaving. And
you can tell she's just sitting there because she's at the edge.
She starts breaking down. She's literally on the edge.
And then he undoes what he did to help her.
Because she's breaking down, so he mind melds her back to like her state.
And then Vision starts walking towards the edge of the barrier, and you notice as he's walking towards there is no light outside of the town. Literally everything is dark.
Just no priority here. Like, shut it down, save energy.
And then we go back to the real world, and they're like,
oh god, and the fucking director Hayward or whatever Hayward is really pissing me off.
He's not pissing me off as much as you, but that scene annoyed me from everybody. You remember I was saying it annoyed me how they were doing that cliche in the previous episode, and I was like, hopefully they'll lighten it up or reveal something. Here's the thing. They doubled down on it. They did not lighten it up. They doubled down on that cliche, but they also kind of revealed something. So now I don't know how to feel about it. Because, they did that whole, he's like, it seems you don't have the stomach to handle that we need to kill that woman. And she responds with, well, you're being a coward. And like, that was weird. That was like, what do you mean? Like, clear. I mean, if you look at it from his perspective, he's not necessarily correct, but he makes a lot of sense.
He goes into a little bit of, you don't know what it's been like for the last 5 years. Though, to be fair, I don't see what that has to do with this.
There might have been a lot going on in the last 5 years on his side. So.
Can we learn a little about that? I'd like to see.
Maybe we'll go over it next episode.
Maybe there will be an episode where they flash back and they show what went on.
I think it'll be next episode because the only people who survived the ending of this episode were him and Monica.
Yeah, and we'll say what we mean by that. Him, Monica, and
Detective Cho.
Yeah, Detective Wu.
Wu, that's right. I was thinking Detective Cho from The Mentalist.
How dare you? You think they're all the same?
Yeah, they're all detectives. Detectives aren't people. They're detectives.
And it was Agent Wu. He's an FBI. God damn it, man.
Well, technically, so was Detective Agent Cho. He was also an agent. I just said detective.
Shut up. Anyway, so... Yeah, the director and Monica have the cliche convo that I hate. But then afterwards they reveal that Hayward is like hiding something from everyone, and he's tracking Vision, and they don't know why. So I guess they are building up that he is like some kind of villain. Maybe, I don't know if he's involved in some way, but I don't know. I don't think he's deeply involved because he wants to kill Wanda. I don't think that whoever's running this wants to kill Wanda.
Yeah, I think he wants to kill Wanda because he really sees it as a danger to everybody. Because clearly, as we saw, she can make things a lot worse.
I think he's doing something on his own time that other people don't know about.
Yeah, that might...
I love that part where Darcy hacks into his computer and finds, ooh, what's this eyes only thing? What are you up to? And it's like, it's a confidential computer.
Yeah, no, she said
There's
you're being
always
very sneaky.
Yeah, you sneaky devil. It's like, this is... I'm sure everybody does this in that kind of position.
You said you were breaking through a firewall, and then you're surprised they're making a joke?
Oh my god. You mean to tell me that there were things behind the firewall?
You're telling me that a secret government agency, or a government agency, has secret classified files that people aren't supposed to see?
I know they're building something up, but it's a little silly the way...
That wording was a little weird, but it wasn't bad either. It was very
It wasn't bad. It was just funny. Like that.
Thankfully, it was good funny, too, not like...
Yeah.
That's a lot of fish.
But yeah, Vision actually gets out. He breaks through the barrier, but then the barrier starts sucking him back in and literally ripping pieces off of him.
And you can see him dying.
Yeah, he starts dying. And then it's revealed that their two kids have superpowers. One kid has super speed.
Yeah, has a super
and the other kid seems to have a power a little more similar to Wanda's.
Yeah, she can hear his voice.
He can sense his father. He can hear... He has some kind of telepathy.
And he stopped his brother when he was super speeding.
Yeah. Those are Wanda powers. Wanda has telepathy and telekinesis, so I'm thinking he has Wanda powers, and his brother has Quicksilver powers.
I need to look up what the twins' powers have in the comics.
I don't know much about the twins, honestly. But yeah, so, and then Wanda, like, in order to stop...
Audio and video delay sync? Okay, let me try.
Oh, shit. Okay. Try to fix
the... Ouch. Filter. No. Let me just go over here real quick.
Okay. Yeah, he's gonna try to fix things.
You keep talking.
All right. So, Vision breaks out. Parts of him start getting ripped off. And one of the children senses this and tells Wanda about it. And Wanda freaks out. And then Quicksilver's like, hey, it's fine. He's already dead. It's not like he's going to die twice. And then she's like, I've had enough of your shit. And she blasts him away. And then she summons all her power and she expands the dome. She makes it bigger so that now it's covering Vision again and he won't die. But it keeps getting bigger and it starts absorbing all the members of S.W.O.R.D. It starts turning all of their stuff, I just realized they had tents because they're like military tents. Their military tents turn into circus tents. So I think that's the main adaptation there. And yeah, the helicopter turned into a hot air balloon, which at first I thought was a little weird. It's like they had helicopters in the 90s. But then again, I think it's mainly because they turned the tents into circus tents. So the whole thing's becoming a circus.
Let us know if it's better, by the way.
Yeah. And so, yeah, their helicopter becomes a hot air balloon. Their agents become clowns and mimes and circus performers. Audio is ahead of video.
That was what I...
Oh, that was from earlier?
I'm just trying to get this to focus now. Okay, there we go.
Boom. So, yeah, she absorbs them all. Monica and Wu managed to get away, and Director Hayward gets away. Every other agent is absorbed.
Everybody else. Darcy's handcuffed to a car.
Yeah, Darcy gets absorbed too. Like,
I thought it was going to stop right in front of her, but then it didn't, and I was like, okay, well, I was wrong.
Yeah, I knew it was going to get her.
I did too, but I thought it was, very Marvel-esque of it to just, like, stop right there when she's like, am I safe?
Yeah, like...
What, was my hair out?
Yeah, but I realized the whole reason they had her handcuffed there was for the thing to absorb her, so it was a plot device. Darcy was... we forgot to mention it's because Hayward kicked the Sea-Vengers out of the project.
Yeah,
it's that whole part of the cop drama. You're off the case. Turn in your bed.
To be fair, they were directly attacking his authority, and he is in charge. So he's like, you can't.
And then they sneak back in. Darcy gets caught, so she gets handcuffed to a thing, and she can't escape when the bubble gets bigger. And so yeah, Darcy's gonna be in the Hex now. The agents are all clowns. I don't know what Hayward can possibly do now, unless there's more of S.W.O.R.D.
There's definitely more of S.W.O.R.D.
There's gotta be. I don't know if S.W.O.R.D. is as big as S.H.I.E.L.D., but...
it was pretty big. They had a giant office building.
Do you think Darcy will still have her memories? Because Monica still had her... Or no, Monica was a little mixed.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be like that. you get a personality overlaying your real personality.
Oh, and Darcy said that Monica's DNA is changing because she went in and out. Like, and if she goes in and out again, it'll change her more. So, like you said, this is probably how Monica's going to get her powers, because Monica has powers.
Because that was one of the theories I was hearing, but a lot of people were also saying, I think she's going to get her powers in Captain Marvel 2.
Yeah, I think she'll already have them.
I think she'll have like something of them by the end of this. Yeah.
Yeah. I do think this is their way of saying this is how she gets her powers, because I don't see why they would bring up the DNA changing otherwise.
Yeah.
I want Agent Woo to get powers. I want him to become a real magician.
A real magician. I love
and command actual magic.
Keep going.
I mean, like. I'm just kidding. Agent Woo is my favorite Sea-Venger.
Yeah, he's my favorite. I think he's everybody's favorite.
Everyone loves that actor, and there's no reason not to love him.
Yeah, Randall Park is amazing.
Randall Park is fantastic.
He's 10 out of 10.
Oh, God. Go watch The Interview.
I need to watch The Interview. You should watch...
Is it still on Netflix?
I don't know, but you should watch Fresh Off the Boat. It ended...
I watched some of that with you, and I enjoyed it quite a bit.
They had their last season like a year or two ago, so it ended pretty recently.
Yeah.
I think it got like 5 or 6.
Is there anything we didn't cover here?
Let me think. So we talked about Vision dying, the field expanding. There's nothing major we didn't focus on, but wow, did you like the episode?
I liked it overall. Like I said, it made me feel like a kid again, especially mainly that commercial did, honestly, because it reminded me of commercials like that, which you don't really see anymore. At least we don't see commercials at all anymore. We stream.
Yeah,
we use streaming services.
This is the only time I watch ads now.
The only time I see ads is when I'm watching YouTube on my phone.
Same. And they're always the worst ads.
It's the worst ads of all time.
Like, do you hate when you're
such a hypocrite because I'm monetized on YouTube.
Yeah, I know, but it's like...
I'm sorry, I gotta make a living.
But it's still like... The funnel cake truck? Oh, yeah, one of the trucks becomes a funnel cake.
I didn't notice that.
Woo becomes Gambit confirmed. I don't think he's going to be Gambit. First of all, Gambit is supposed to be from New Orleans.
But it's Agent Woo. We have some wiggle room.
Wiggle room.
Excuse me. Oh, that was too perfect. No, Agent Woo is obviously going to become Kang the Conqueror.
Well, that's what some people are saying. Is that
he's going to be Wang the Conqueror.
Oh my god, Wang the Conqueror. I think Kang already works. Some people are thinking that Kang will show up by the end of the show.
I don't see why he would show up in this show. I think he's going to be in the next phase of Marvel movies. I think he's a good big villain to have after Thanos.
Well, I think it's because someone in Marvel did announce something about Kang showing up in one of the upcoming films.
Yeah.
So I think that's why people are like, he's going to show up in this
Shen Gong Wu.
Shen Gong Wu. What is this? Shaolin Showdown?
I challenge you.
Shaolin Showdown.
That's how Vision will defeat Mephisto. He'll challenge him to a Shaolin Showdown.
Yeah, that would make sense. Just have magical artifacts.
So, yeah, that's where the crown will come in.
Yeah, Mantis flip coin, Wanda's crown, 2-ton tunic.
I still want to hear if there's some in-universe explanation for why we keep cutting through decades. Yeah, so
I think it's either because there are actually more episodes that we don't see that the people in the show who are watching the show see, and Wanda's like every 10 episodes it goes to a new decade.
So I think we're going to get at least one more sitcom-y episode, because I think they're going to incorporate Darcy into that now.
Yes.
And like I told you before, my prediction is it's going to be like a Modern Family-ish thing.
Yeah, that's what I'm assuming.
Because it's going to be either 2000s or 2010s, one of the two. There's not that much difference between 2000s and 2010s, is there? Really. Right? Not that I know of.
Especially since a lot of those shows bled into the...
Yeah.
Except for maybe if they do like Zack and Cody or That's So Raven.
Yeah, but those weren't that different from those weren't that different from 90s
They weren't that different, but they were in the 2000s.
So
I think the 2000s bled into that one and took from the previous.
So I think we're going to have Modern Family style, where it's a not that different, but the one main difference will be there will be times where they're sitting down just talking to the camera, being like, I don't know why he acts that way, but and I would absolutely love if meanwhile at Vision's workplace they're doing The Office.
Yeah, The Office
there.
would be
fantastic.
That'd be cool.
And just have some Dwightish character over there. I would fucking be in love if they did that.
It would be fun. I don't know if they will, but I would like it.
Yeah, so I guess they're not going to do a Friends style thing. I thought this was going to be kind of Friends style, but it was more Disney Channel, which makes sense because it's family sitcom.
Yeah, Friends is like best
Friends is not a family sitcom. It's literally a Friends sitcom. Yeah.
It was the second sitcom that has nothing to do about it.
These have all been family shows.
Mm-hmm. But it's still a good throwback to those, and again, us being in the 90s. Watching those shows live, growing up with them, we really were able to see, like, oh, you were really inspired to do this.
Yeah.
And it's been just homage after homage after homage. And I'm going to be honest, though, out of all the episodes, I like this sitcom the most, but the outside the bubble stuff, I like the least.
I agree with you.
It revealed the least to us. All it told us was that he's tracking Vision.
There was a scene that infuriated me, and other than that, yeah, you're right. There was like almost nothing revealed,
except for the ending with the bubble, but that would have happened anyway.
Yeah, like.
But the thing about that is it just?
I can see why this is an expensive show.
Yeah, honestly, I'm not
the
surprised.
effects they're using now, Jesus Christ.
But is it just me, or when they said he was tracking Vision's body, were you not surprised? Because I wasn't surprised, and I was like, yeah, and?
Well, I think the thing is he's tracking Vision's body and nobody knew he was doing
that was more like, okay.
So that means it's more self-serving. Like, he's doing it for some personal reason.
It's either a personal reason or he has someone over his head saying you can't.
Something I'm wondering about is maybe Hayward is working for another company and he's been tasked with delivering Vision's body to them.
That would explain why he didn't try to keep him from dying.
That would explain, why he wasn't trying to keep him from dying, because if he's dead, it's easier for him to pick him up. And two, it would explain why he wants to kill Wanda, because he wants to just get in there and grab the damn body.
That would explain it. My other theory is that maybe he just... Because remember, Vision said he didn't want to be a weapon.
Yeah.
And maybe he's afraid that Vision is going to be used as a weapon, even though
it's possible. Here's one way they could save it. Because it's stupid for him to think that. One thing that they could save is he doesn't think that at all. He's using that as a fear tactic to get people to agree with him to go kill Wanda. And yeah. Has AIM been confirmed? Because they may be. That's actually what I was going to say. I think it's possible one of the agencies he could be being hired by AIM to do this, and then that would I'm not going to say it would explain the hazmat suits, because anybody has hazmat suits, but it would be a cute little. I can't say hint either, because
it would be a nice nod.
It would be a nice little nod to the audience with the hazmat suits.
I don't think it's going to be AIM,
because we know AIM exists in this universe. They were in Iron Man 3.
Yeah, that's true. I don't think it's going to be AIM, because that's too many things to start.
Are there any big companies left that they haven't revealed in the Marvel universe? We've had Hammer in Iron Man 2. This is Sword. I was waiting for Sword for a long time, and now they've confirmed it. So we've got Sword, Shield, Hammer. AIM was in Iron Man 3. We've got Hydra. Is there any company left? I mean, I guess there's The Hand, but those were in the Marvel Netflix shows, which is the same universe.
No, it's not.
It's not. They undid that?
Well, it technically never was, because even though the shows try to reference it, the Marvel Cinematic Universe never did. So you have to take.
But they said originally that it was in the same universe.
They said
when they made Daredevil, they said this is the same universe.
Who said that?
The creators. I remember some interview stuff.
I have to double check that, because I think they might have been told.
They might have undone it.
Yeah,
I don't,
because I don't think he would. I don't think Kevin Feige would want to play in someone else's sandbox.
I want to see a little more crossover between everything.
Well, I mean, those shows.
I was a little bummed that Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. never. Here's the thing: I don't love the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. show, but I was thinking they were gonna play some sort of role in an Avengers movie at some point. They were gonna. At one point, the team was going to come in to help. As I thought maybe in Endgame it would happen.
You want to know the reason why that never happened?
Yeah, what?
It's because... So, you know how Kevin Feige is in charge of the Marvel, Disney Marvel Now?
Yeah.
Back when they made the first season of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., he was not in charge of it. It was another guy named Ivan something. I have to double check.
Oh, is this the same reason Inhumans didn't get a movie? Because, when Feige took over, he didn't want to continue some of those plans?
Well, it's because when Avengers, you know how Coulson dies in Avengers?
Yeah.
In his mind, Coulson was dead. They weren't going to bring him back, and Feige's boss or coworker basically forced him into making the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. show, even though he didn't want to do it.
Okay.
So that's why he never brought it into the movies again, because he really didn't want to bring Coulson back. He wanted it to be like a good character.
I will say this, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. creates some plot holes in the Marvel movies, because they have a Tahiti program which can bring people back from the dead if done quickly enough. And they literally invented it in case an Avenger died, and then they didn't use it on Quicksilver when he died.
Yeah, and I think that was because Feige.
It's like
really
you easily could have. You had him on a Quinjet right after he died. They show in the movie, they put the body on a Quinjet. You so easily could have done it, and then you didn't.
Unless they did do it in secret. And that's why you look like Evan Peters now.
Oh my god. That wouldn't make sense, though, because you still look like the same person.
Unless they gave him some plastic surgery, they say.
Oh my god.
It's comic books.
Yeah, and he's shorter, and he...
You know, when you get shot by bullets, you lose a couple inches.
The new company is LexCorp, run by the Shredder!
Oh my god.
Hey, we had Batman versus Ninja Turtles recently.
That actually made me think of one company they haven't introduced yet. Oscorp.
Oh, you're right. You're absolutely right.
And this does lead into Spider-Man 3, so it could be Oscorp is involved somehow.
You're absolutely right. Oh my god.
That's a theory I didn't think of until just now.
I don't think it'll happen, but it could.
Happen, but it could. Anything is possible.
I'm gonna go all History Channel right now. Look, I'm not saying it's Oscorp, but it's Oscorp. Okay, I think that's all the theories I have for this.
Yeah, I don't have any new theories because of this episode, except for maybe that I've heard some theories, but the one thing that keeps coming to my mind is clearly this Evan Peters Quicksilver, Wanda not subconsciously, but foreconsciously, I'll say, just like conscious, she did not choose to bring this new Quicksilver. I'm gonna put that in quotes because I don't know if he really. I know they showed him having the super speed, but that might just be because he's in the bubble and it's giving him. Mm-hmm. I think that it's either someone or something else brought him in, and they're using him to try and control Wanda a little bit.
Yeah.
Or B, her subconscious is taking over. Like because she even said in this episode. Remember, she said, "I just felt nothing. I just felt so horrible and empty inside, and then now I have this and I just want to keep it." I think either she subconsciously like did this whole bubble thing by accident and she just wants to stay happy, because who doesn't want to stay happy?
Yeah.
Or B, someone is using her somehow to do all this for some other reason. I can't think of what the reason would be, though. Like, why would you need her to do this? Why would you need some all-powerful being to make a bubble of fake ideas?
I'm not sure. One thing I will say, Evan Peters is having a lot of fun in this role. Evan Peters is a great actor. I absolutely love him.
One theory I've heard that's very interesting is, and I don't think that's true anymore because we just saw him come out of the bubble, and this is one of those theories that I think did get debunked, is that the Mind Stone, after being revived in Vision, is trying to rebuild itself, and it's the one changing all the stuff. Like, it's just because it's just the Mind Stone. It doesn't know people's feelings, but it starts feeling them through Vision.
That's a little interesting.
And then every time Wanda would have,
you could say maybe there's like a bit of it left inside Vision or something.
And every time Wanda had like a feeling like, oh, I miss my brother, the Mind Stone, it's like, oh, I'll just give her brother back, and bang. And then she's kind of supplying it more power unintentionally, possibly.
I do wonder, how would the Mind Stone give her the wrong brother then, though, if it's only reading people's minds?
Maybe it's just controlling someone else's mind.
Because one of my theories there is, if Mephisto is involved, or some other big force is involved, like, it was trying to give her brother back, but for some reason it couldn't get the Aaron Taylor Johnson version, so it, like, grabbed the next best thing. Or something, like, out of, like, I don't know, either out of another dimension, or it literally formed one based on him in another dimension.
Yeah, that would make a lot of sense.
If Deadpool doesn't pop in for a cameo at some point, I will be very disappointed. I think you're gonna be very disappointed.
Yeah, I don't think... I've heard some people...
Even if Deadpool somehow enters Marvel, this is not the show he's gonna enter on.
Yeah,
look,
I don't think so.
I want Deadpool to enter Marvel extremely. I'm not getting my hopes too high. But
actually, here's the thing.
What?
This is the one where it works the most because Deadpool is one of the only comic book characters who knows he's in a comic book. Oh
my God, you're right. The fourth wall jokes in this especially.
Quicksilver knows he's in a TV show. So having Deadpool, Ryan Reynolds show up knowing he's in a TV show that's based on a comic book would work perfectly for him. And then when he swears, him being censored, he'd be like, "What? You're swearing me? So you're censoring me, Juan?" And she's like, "What? Never mind."
Oh yeah, this is a good point. Do we know who else would be the aerospace engineer if it isn't the Fantastic Four? Yeah, you remember the last episode?
Yeah.
She said, "I know a good aerospace engineer."
And some people think it's Reed
Richards. Could be. It's possible it could be a way to lead into Fantastic Four.
I still don't think so, but it's not impossible.
Here's the thing: like they are trying to launch Phase 4, right? That's the phase they're on now?
Yeah, they're on Phase 4 now.
Far From Home was the end of Phase 3, I believe.
Which, personally, I
it should have been the start of Phase 4. Endgame is the end of Phase 3. It's literally called Endgame.
Yeah,
Come on.
In my headcanon, that's the end of Phase
Far From Home is literally starting new things. Why are you saying it's the end of Phase 3?
Especially since the weirdest part about
You can't say it's the end when you end it with a cock-teased teaser.
The other thing about that is Far From Home happens 8 months after this series does, and this series happens 3 weeks after Endgame.
I didn't even think of that. Because Far From Home is 8 months later. This is right after Endgame, less than a month later.
Yeah, so how can this still be Phase 4 when that's Phase... I know it's like a whole, movie-wise, blah, blah, blah.
They're starting to fucking Fox X-Men this timeline. Okay, it's not that bad.
It's not that bad,
but they're just annoying me a little with how they place their phases. But what I'm trying to say is, since this is the beginning of Phase 4... This is literally the first thing they've done in Phase 4. I'm sure originally Black Widow was supposed to be, but unfortunately...
But we can't go to the
that doesn't even take place in Phase 4 anyway.
Yeah.
This is... And since this is a show and it's very surreal, they could use this as a way to launch a lot of it. Mm-hmm. So, this could be the very beginning of the Fantastic Four. This, like you said, is going to lead right into Spider-Man and Doctor Strange, what they're doing. This Evan Peters thing... I don't know if they're going to do it, but I want them to. It could be the start of the Fox stuff entering the Marvel Universe.
Here's my thing. I don't think it is, but if it is, I'm not going to be like, well, that's stupid. I'm going to be like, cool, awesome.
I never thought Evan Peters would be on this show.
That's true. I never thought that, too.
They've shown us that they can surprise us. The
question is he really Quicksilver, or is this all just a fake out?
Even if this isn't the actual Fox Evan Peters Quicksilver, it could be an easy segue into it.
It could be.
They could say something like, I just had to grab the next best thing, and she could be like, what? There's another? And then she could open a portal between dimensions.
That's one of the theories I'm hearing, too. Yeah. And again, I don't think that's how it will go, but...
Chris Evans returns as Johnny Storm. Okay, I kind of want that now. As the official Johnny Storm, just as a cameo or something.
Not just Chris Evans, but who was the guy who played Killmonger?
Oh yeah. Oh, the Michael B. Jordan Johnny Storm.
Both of those Johnny Storms show up, and then have a third one show up.
The worst fucking Fantastic Four.
And honestly, he was good.
And bring back the one from that really old Fantastic Four movie. Is he still around?
He's still around. Hey, do you want to come back and be in the movie?
It's like, what? You're still making movies?
Hey, you want to be in a TV show? You mean like
I Love Lucy? Actually, yes!
Well, if you're here a few episodes ago. But yeah, that would be...
I want to see meta anti-hero get a cameo. What's meta anti-hero? Is this something...
Deadpool.
Deadpool?
Yeah, he's just saying Deadpool.
He said earlier Deadpool is meta, yeah. Look, Deadpool's my favorite Marvel character. I'd love to see him.
I would like to see it too. I don't think it will be, and I don't think this aerospace engineer is going to be Reed Richards. If it is, okay. Let's see where they go from there. This is probably gonna, if it is Reed Richards though, it's going to be pre-Fantastic Four Reed Richards.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah, no way it's going to be like he just shows up and he's stretching around and the thing is in the background.
The only other way they would do it is maybe they will have him stretching around, and I wouldn't want that though. And they'd be like, oh, that's a story for another time. My movie that's coming out. Like, he won't literally say that, but that'll be basically what they're saying. A lot of people are saying they don't want another Fantastic Four movie, but here's the thing. I want to see what Marvel would do with it. A lot of people are saying they're not interesting.
No,
it's dead. They're tired.
No, they already said they were going to make a Fantastic Four.
No, I know they're going to make it. But I'm saying, like, there are a lot of people who are saying, oh, why are you making it? Oh. They're not interesting. We don't want to see it. And I'm sitting here like, guys, give them a fucking chance. Okay, they've made characters that aren't that interesting more interesting before.
Yeah.
And, like, Marvel has done a really good job with almost all of these characters.
Here's my biggest thing to say about people who are like, I'm not interested in that. Guardians of the Galaxy. When that film was coming out, people
a lot of people were like giving it shit. And now it's one of the most beloved Marvel
I remember
movies.
seeing so many comments where people said things like, this show sounds ridiculous. I hear there's a talking tree, a bunch of aliens, weird stuff, and a raccoon who has a rocket launcher or something. I kept not just another teen movie with Chris Evans. Remember I showed you that? Oh
film?
yeah. Oh god.
Yeah, I demand to see him.
No, please. I want another Fantastic Four for certain reasons, mainly because I have issues with a certain actor employed for it, whose name I shall not disclose in case my opinion is not shared.
Oh, I don't know anything about that.
Yeah, I don't know anything about that.
I didn't even know they announced the actors involved with it.
I don't think they have.
All right, then I really don't know what to say.
I'll look this up afterwards, but I don't think they...
Remember when the actors were announced for the Fox one and we all groaned?
I remember being like, okay.
My main thing was, why are they so goddamn young?
Yeah, that's what bugged me too. They were way too young, because he's supposed to be at least like...
they were planning to do like crossing.
What's behind the shield cap, says Bucky. Shield cap.
What's behind the shield cap, as in Captain?
Okay. Yeah. Johnny Depp Pog.
I'm sorry. Okay, I think we've said everything we can say about this episode. We're just kind of rambling.
Yeah, now we're just talking about what we... But I'm this episode, like I said, it's the weakest with what's actually going on, except for maybe the Vision finding out.
Yeah, the 90s stuff was fun and nostalgic.
I still like this episode. I'm still excited for episode 7. Not as excited as I was after last episode.
Yeah.
Last episode, we were like, what the fuck is going on? But I've been having a lot of fun. Have you been having a lot of fun?
Yeah, I've been having a lot of fun. Every time an episode ends, I want to see the next one.
Do you think you'll show the show to Wilda when it's all done?
I've run it by her, and I told her the overall premise, and she loves Black Mirror, so she actually said she's a little interested, and she might, but she doesn't want to watch it till it's all done.
Yeah, well, she only has like 2 more weeks.
Yeah. Yeah, so she's a little interested. She might end up seeing it, and, hopefully, it'll end well, because if it ends terribly, I'm just going to tell her, and we're not going to watch.
I don't think it's going to end terribly.
I don't think it will. But don't prove me wrong, Marvel.
Even the worst Marvel films have still been okay films. They've just been kind of boring.
Yeah.
For me, at least. Like, Thor 2, it wasn't bad, it was just... Okay.
Yeah, and Marvel's never made a film that made me mad. Closest was Civil War, which you and I have very different opinions on.
But I understand why that one makes you mad, but you still enjoyed...
I still love parts of it.
Yeah.
Like, I don't hate the movie, I hate parts of the movie. Yeah. And that's the only Marvel movie I think that I hate parts of. Okay, I a little bit hate that part in Infinity War where fucking Star-Lord goes Gilligan's Island on everyone. And I know there's only one thing where there's only one timeline where things can go right, but it's still annoying.
No, I get that.
Here's the thing, Star-Lord doesn't know that, so he's still being a dumb ass.
That's true.
It's like, I get it, you're having an emotional outburst, but let them take the glove off before you start hitting him with the... Anyway, but that's still my favorite Marvel movie, so that says a lot.
It says a lot.
Yeah.
And like I said, I think they'll be able to end this well.
Yeah.
He had a good point there. Marvel slowly got better and better with their movies. Well, meanwhile, it seems like DC is still playing their hit and miss game, and
DC did technically get a little better.
They did get a little bit better.
Wonder Woman kind of tanked it, but that's one film.
Yeah,
that's one film. We'll see what happens with the next.
I'm really curious what the Zack Snyder cut is going to be like.
Yeah, I don't know what to expect from that, because that's technically not a new film. It's what they had planned before.
I think it's going to be darker.
Way darker. No doubt. I think Suicide Squad 2 is going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah, well, they have James Gunn. So.
Yeah, and then are they even working on any? Oh, The Batman. That's not in the same universe though.
Yeah, I don't know. I know they're working on like 3 different Batman
I have
things.
weird feelings about the Batman, because I remember when I first saw the trailer, I was really, really mad.
Yeah, and then
I watched it with you, and I was like, this isn't as bad as I remember it. Like,
Yeah.
I think I just had a really knee-jerk, angry reaction for... I'm not entirely sure
That's sometimes why I watch things multiple times to get a
but
final
I
opinion.
still am not excited for it. That's the thing.
I'm hopefully cautious.
Yeah.
I'm hopefully cautious.
I'm gonna watch it. I watch every goddamn comic book movie.
Do you think it'll be worse than Batman v Superman, though?
Oh, let's compare it to fucking level 2.
Yeah.
Like, you know, I'm just going to say yes, because I don't think it'll have any scenes as good as that warehouse fight scene.
Okay.
Batman v Superman is a bad movie with the best Batman scene of all time in my opinion.
Fair enough.
That warehouse fight scene is my favorite Batman scene ever in my life. That's straight out of the Arkham games right there.
Yeah, that was very Arkham Asylum, and I think that's all the time we have for...
Right, I'm just gonna read some of these comments. I'm sad people don't show much love for Incredible Hulk. I think Incredible Hulk gets a lot of... If you're talking about movies, I agree with you, but that's because there's some issues with ownership.
Yeah, it's because Universal Studios owns the right to make all independent single films for Incredible Hulk, and they're not letting Disney do that right now.
And that does bum me out too, because I love Hulk. Anyone who's seen my room tour has seen how many freaking Hulk comics I have, and I'm really bummed we're never going to get a Planet Hulk movie. Closest we got was Thor Ragnarok, and I appreciated the little Easter eggs, but it's not Planet Hulk.
It's not Planet Hulk.
There's an animated film which is really good though, so thankfully there's that. But I really wanted to see it in all its glory, because that's my favorite Marvel comic of all time.
John Cena! That's what he said.
Suicide Squad 2, that's why.
Right, he's in Suicide Squad.
I'm excited to see. I love John Cena. I don't think John Cena is a freaking brilliant actor.
You know those jokes where he's...
I know, yeah. You'll see him when he bursts in the NBA Super Slam. Honestly, I still don't know how I feel about Sparkly Kedrick Cullen Pattinson being Batman. If he sucks, then I will be disappointed. You know, I don't blame the actor for how bad Twilight was. He doesn't even like Twilight. Yeah. He's not who I would have picked to play Batman. I'll reserve judgment on him until I see the movie. But like I said, I don't have high hopes.
Yeah, he apparently did another film with Daniel Radcliffe that was pretty good. I think it was Daniel Radcliffe. It was someone.
I sincerely hope Johnny Depp gets cast to play Joker, since Warner Brothers is considering it. They are?
I haven't heard anything.
They won't let him play Gellert Grindelwald, but they'll let him play the Joker?
I think that's a rumor.
I don't think that's right.
Yeah, I haven't heard.
Look, I want Johnny Depp to get work. I love Johnny Depp, but and that crap he went through recently was BS. But
he was Cedric. We know he was Cedric Diggory.
I know that. Yeah.
I didn't mean that movie. I meant there was another.
Or am
I thinking of someone else? I might be thinking of someone else that he did with that Daniel Radcliffe did a film with after Harry Potter was over.
I don't know if Johnny Depp would be a good Joker. But I don't know. He's played a lot of very different roles.
Yeah, that's a very interesting Joker. Will they ever use Hyperion? Probably not anytime soon.
Yeah, I don't know. All right, I think that's all we have to say about this.
Yeah, if we keep going, we're just going to be talking about movies. We're going to be here for
hours just talking about upcoming shit.
This is the longest video we had since the first one, because we just...
And that's because we went so off topic.
Yeah, we stopped talking about WandaVision like 20 minutes ago.
Yeah, we did.
So where can they find you? The man is too dangerous to be kept alive.
Okay, you can find me obviously on my YouTube or my TikTok, which are both called The Mythology Guy, or my Instagram, which is called Tartarus Games.
Yes, look up his game. Go on the Tartarus Games website if you can.
If you like mythology and you like card games, I don't see how you can not like this game, because everyone I've played it with has actually given me really positive feedback.
Yeah, I like everything except for one thing, but it's a minor thing, and we've talked about that. And I don't want to say what it is, because it's directly part of the rules, and we'll let actual play.
We'll probably get into that when we play test the game, which we are getting close to being able to do.
Okay, awesome.
Greek, China, and Japan are almost fully done.
Have you gotten back for your...
It's in process right now.
Oh, awesome. Yeah. That sounds amazing. Well, we were glad to have each and every one of you here. I hope you had a wonderful night, wonderful morning, wonderful noon, whatever time it is for you. Welcome back to the Dragon's Den, and we'll see you all next time.
Bye-bye.
Hey everyone, Zagard here. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe. It would really help me out. If you have any thoughts or theories about WandaVision, please comment down below and I might mention it on the next episode. Don't forget, if you ever want to comment live during the stream, you can go to my Twitch channel. If you want to talk to me or the Mythology Guy, I have a Discord channel just for that. Link to both of these will be in the description. Well, I hope you enjoyed yourself, and I will see you in the next one.